It was a night, it was Hill Road, it was a hotel called the Bandra International Hotel, and they had a coffee shop on the first floor. I remember this very clearly. It was Sanjay Gupta who went up and introduced himself to Shahrukh Khan and came up to me and said, Vivek, that's Shahrukh Khan, he's also a TV star like you. And we sort of exchanged phone numbers and pleasantries and nice, we must keep in touch, so on and so forth. A few days later, it was a Sunday. I woke up and I opened the supplement to the Times of India, and one little paragraph, a very positive paragraph I remember, was about Shahrukh Khan. So I called him up, and that turned out to be the number of Aziz Mirza's office where Shahrukh was actually staying while he had come to Bombay to do a serial called Circus. And then he very sleepily picked up the phone and said, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, I sleep quite deep and I don't really pick up the phone. I said, well, there's a Times of India and it has a Sunday supplement, and there's this very nice paragraph about you. So he said, oh, that's nice. So I said, if you're free, we'll meet up. So I told Shahrukh, I said, we'll meet at the Bandra International coffee shop where we met the last time. And Mr. Shahrukh Khan came in, hair uncombed, shirt half in, half out, and we sat together. And I asked him, I said, why don't you do films? I mean, you know, you're already doing television and, you know. So he said, no, I don't want to do films because my girlfriend Gauri has said I shouldn't do films. So he said, no, you see, in films you have to hug girls and kiss them, and that I'm forbidden. You know, she has very clearly said that if I'm in Bombay, I can't kiss them, I can't hug them, I can't do anything, so I can't do films. And we were sitting and chatting, and 4 became 5, became 6, became 7 in the evening. And there's a film by James Cameron called The Abyss. So he said, I want to see Abyss too, I'll come with you. I said, come, that's nice. So I bought 2 tickets in the black market for Shahrukh and me to go inside the Sterling Cinema at 10:30 to see The Abyss, and it got over at 1:30 in the night. And then I said, okay, bye. So he said, okay, that's nice. Can you lend me $100? So I said, why? He said, because I don't have enough money to take a taxi back from here to Bandra, where I'm staying in the office. Now, there was a problem because I had spent at the Bandra International, and I had spent on the tickets, and I had spent on the popcorn, and we didn't carry much money in those days. So I said, I'm really sorry, you know, I'm not carrying enough money either, but we can do one thing, get into my car and I will happily drop you home. There was no petrol in the car. I mean, there was not enough petrol in the car to go all the way back to Bandra and then come back to Cuff Parade where I lived from the Sterling Cinema. So I said, okay, here's the deal, you aren't carrying enough money, I'm not carrying enough money, and there isn't enough gas in the car. So the best thing to do is to come home and stay over. And we went home, I gave him a pair of shorts, he fell asleep, I went to sleep. Next morning I woke up, he was completely dead to the world, kind of fast asleep. So I told my mother, I said, this is my friend Shahrukh, she recognized him from television. I said, I'm going to work, and he didn't have enough money to get back, so when he wakes up, give him breakfast, and by 4:30 or 5 in the evening, it was a Monday, I came back home. And Shahrukh was still asleep, he hadn't woken up. So I was a little worried. I said, hey, you know, wake up, it's 5. He said, 5 is too early, I'll wake up at 7. I said, no, it's not 5 in the morning, it's 5 in the evening. Wake up, have a cup of coffee. So he woke up, he had a cup of coffee, then he had another cup of coffee, then he had another couple of cigarettes. And I said, you better have a bath. So he was quite indifferent about that. He said, bath and all is okay, you know, it doesn't make a difference. So I said, no, in this house we have baths, you know, it's a very important part of our life here. We have bathrooms, we have baths. So Shahrukh had a nice hot bath. But on Mondays at home we're vegetarian, and the man was ravenous and he wanted to eat meat. So Shahrukh and me popped down to the President Hotel, and he said, you know, I mean, I don't have any shooting for the next few days, so I'll go back tomorrow if you don't mind. So I said, no, I have absolutely no problems. You can stay as long as you want.